Well, good morning, and thank you for watching this. I wanted to invite my beautiful bride to come and share a word before she gets into work this morning. So, babe, why don't you go ahead and share what you got?
Sure. So, good morning, everyone. I was just reading the Good Samaritan story this morning. And it struck me as just like God is connecting all these different pieces for me. So during this pandemic, I've been praying regularly 3 prayers around surrender, generosity, and mission. And generosity has been what has stood out to me the most during this time. And it reminded me of, again, as I was reading the Good Samaritan story out of Luke 10. And I'll read you a short verse. Jesus replied, this is verse 26, Luke 10, verse 26 and 27. Jesus replied, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you read it?" The man answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." And I've been asking myself that question, even as, I prepare my budget every month with my husband, right? We're asking ourselves, God, we are so thankful that we're still employed. What can we do to be a good Samaritan and give back? So we purposely set aside a little bit of money in our budget instead of hoarding it and saving it because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We're being purposeful about, there's other people that need it right now. And how can we bless somebody right now? And maybe your situation is you're not working right now. You don't have money to give, but you have time. You could lend a hearing ear. How can you practically be a good neighbor during this time to literally your next door neighbors or your family or your friends? That's really the question. And it looks different for everybody. And that's what I've been trying to just hear from God about. How can I bless someone today? What can I do? It could be leaving a big tip for your delivery driver who's out there, right, bringing you food. Or it could be that, you haven't had perhaps your cleaning lady come, if you have a cleaning lady, and that's her only source of income. Maybe you've paid her ahead. It looks like that's what it looks like. You just pay her for the whole time that she's not coming. You still pay her. Or maybe, it could be having your kids write letters to your elderly neighbors who are locked up in their homes and they need to see something encouraging from their younger neighbors. It looks different for everybody. Abdi prays all the time and exhorts us to be a miracle. So how can we be a miracle today to our neighbors, literally our neighbors that need it right now? What can we do with what we have? How can we strike up a band like Abdi was sharing yesterday, to use our gifts and talents to serve people? That's what I have.
That's beautiful. I love what you told me earlier. You mentioned about the barber. You're like, go ahead, say
the
that.
Next time you go back to your barber or your hairstylist, and we all know we need to get back to our barbers and hairstylists, give them a huge tip. Huge, like more than what it costs, because they haven't been working for a while. That's just another practical way that we can support each other.
That's really good. So we love you, and remember,
be a miracle.
Ciao.